Today I cook Festive Lentil Loaf with a beautiful tomato sauce, vegan style. The ingredients that you will need for this amazing lentil loaf are 2 cans of brown lentils, half a cup of whole oats, half a cup of walnuts, 1 teaspoon of cumin and garlic, 1 tablespoon of flaxseed or linseed, 1 tablespoon of mixed herbs, 1 tablespoon of dried onion flakes, pepper and salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of tomato sauce or tomato chutney. I'm going to be using the chutney because I like the big pieces. Thank you, Mateo. That's very nice of you to add a comment in. Half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, colourful capsicums to decorate. You're going to be using these raw, so you want really nice fresh ones. You're also going to need a baking tray and some baking paper and a food processor and a nice little tray. You're going to heat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Next, you're going to drain and rinse your lentils. We're now going to put all the dry ingredients into our processor and just process probably for about 10 seconds. Okay, our lentils. And your half a teaspoon of mustard. Lid on and blend for another 10 seconds. Most of it fairly blended, but you do want some chunky bits as well to give it some texture. Just going to give a bit of a mix with your hands. You're just making sure that everything is combined nicely because you haven't really processed it that much. We're going to put that aside for 5 minutes. 1 bit of baking paper on the bottom and then pop that aside. And then another piece, and you want this fairly long, this one. We're going to mould it into sort of a log shape. Don't need to be too perfect about it because the paper is going to help. Going to get the bottom part of the paper and just pull that over, and then you're going to get the top side. Do that same thing, so just going to pull that over like that, and then you're going to grab the ends, tuck that one under, and tuck that under, and put your lentil loaf on there. Just give it a little bit more of a squeeze, making sure it's a nice shape. We're going to bake this in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. We're then going to take the baking paper off and bake for another 15 minutes. You can use whatever colour capsicums on the top that you like that echoes the theme of the celebration that you are having. I'm going to use all 4 because I think they look fantastic together. It is time to take the paper off the lentil loaf. Careful with this bit because it's very hot and it's still not firm, so you need to be gentle and you're taking a bit off. Put that back in the oven for 15 minutes. There are 4 capsicums diced up, ready to go on top of our Festive Lentil Loaf. For the tomato sauce, you're going to need 1 tin of tomatoes, 1 tablespoon of basil, half a small onion, 1 clove of garlic, and salt and pepper to taste. Going to put the tomatoes in, so grab your masher and gently. You don't want to go crazy or else you're going to have tomato juice all over your lovely red top. Add salt and pepper, dry the basil, and now let's move that to the side. I want it quite chunky, I don't want it super fine, so we're just going to pop the onion into there. Pop that on the stove and cook it for a glorious 10 minutes. Our festive lentil loaf has sat for 5 minutes, and we're now going to move it from the baking tray to our platter. Now you could just pick it up with a paper and slide it on, but I've found this easier. I'm going to start by popping the sauce on top. Don't use all the sauce, I've still got a fair amount left there to serve at the dinner table when this gets served up. The raw capsicum just freshens up the entire dish and just gives it crunch and tastes really, really nice. Festive lentil loaf, ready for any celebration that you're going to have. Oh, yum. If you were nice, you could even swap some of the colours with other people. You could say, I'll give you 5 of my red capsicum for 6 of your orange. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this video and comment below if you want. And if there's anything that you'd like to see me make, please let me know, because then I can make it. Alright, see you again next week when I continue my celebration menu. Bye!